Okay, let's get back into the swing of things, shall we? Let's see here. Are there any more places I should toss this? I don't think so. Hey, Bronco, what's going on, man? Oh, we're back. We're back to doing stuff. And I'm going to be streaming for a good bit this week. How about me? Well, if you look in the top left corner of the screen, that's pretty indicative. But otherwise, doing alright. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people are starting to get into Astrobot. I don't even know what the hell that is, in all honesty. I should probably stop this music, because some random person that was not Toby Fox tried to copyright my stream before it. In one of these... I think one of these might be Snowden. That works. What is a snazzy fucking remix? What the hell? I love it. Astrobot is a PlayStation. Okay. Neat. So would you say it's like a spiritual successor or just something that feels similar? What's the music here? No music? Eh. Similar in certain aspects. That's cool. So kind of a sandboxy type. Pardon me while I got everything set up here. Whoop. Hey, it's already set up. Fuck yeah. Alright. Bye, Virgil. Okay. I think the world could use some more sandbox games. I feel like sandbox needs to come back a little bit. Just have a bunch of games where you're just faffing about, having fun. Just no ultimate goal. Sandbox that's done well. Because there's a lot of... There have been a decent amount of sandbox games, but they have been, like, trying to do, like, 5 other things at the same time. We need, like, a Gary's Mod 2. Or a Little Big Planet. successor. Because yeah, there's been a good bit of games that have tried to be like, oh look, we're super sandboxy, but also you can explore 15 different storylines. It's like, that's fine. If done well, it's good. Like Breath of the Wild, Breath of the Wild, fucking beautiful. I think they should make another Little Big Planet, and just in general, just make a new one. Bring back some of the stuff that was good about the first two. Or, well, there were three, wasn't it? Was there a third one? I think I remember there being a third one. Oop. Put you back a little. No, put me forward a little. And then... Nope, don't move. Don't do that. Stop it. There we go. Yeah, there's a third one. Yeah, I remember there. I think I remember that. I think I remember that one being met with like a kind of reception. So, which is a shame, but you know. All right, how does the game look? How does the game sound? I think I need to turn it up. I'm gonna put that at -8. -7.9 is the best I can do. Alright, how does this sound? Do I sound quieter than the game? Because I've been looking back at a couple of my streams over the past couple weeks, and I've noticed that I am quieter than the game a lot of the time. And I'd like to avoid that. Let's have a conversation just to make sure that I'm not being overshadowed.
Something you need, my dear? Of course. Essentially, they're trained to fight.
This is me talking. This is me saying things to see if the levels are pretty alright.
The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages.
Voice audio is louder than in-game audio. Good, that's what I'm aiming for. How's it sound now? That doing alright right there? Oh snap, I love Baldur's Gate. Hey, Wild Mammoth, what's up, man? Yeah, we're going back to old school. This is around the time of the old this is a couple years after the first two Baldur's Gates. I think there's actually, someone made a mod for this game where you can just play through, I think, the first level of Baldur's Gate 2 in this game, which is fascinating.
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars.
My back.
We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarf, well, they do it.
Alright, well, cool. Thank you, Alistair, for your demonstration abilities. Alright, where am I at? What we got? Okay. Okay, what recipe is that? Like, what the hell? Ooh. My heel hurts. That's not great. Ooh. Alright. I suppose I could... I forgot that this was even a thing. I kind of want to go do that, but at the same... I'm going to go do that, because it has... Because you can import stuff into Dragon Age 2.
Indeed, yes.
Okay, I've got magic.
Indeed.
I'm magical. Morgan's magical.
Yes.
So I've got Rain. Yeah, this is a good team. We them girls. Alright, let's trek halfway across the country. Unless I'm already in Orzammar. Which would be wacky. I don't remember being in Orzammar. I think I was at Haven. Which isn't too far away. I was in Orzammar. Okay. Jesus. Shut up. Okay. Okay. Seems good. Finish out your stuff. Be fancy. Alright, so the shape rate is up top. Man, they really need to clean the bodies off. No, that's the lower. Oh boy. Where am I going? So how's everybody doing today? Oh boy, I think my chat's broken. Oh, it fixed itself. Alright, cool. Love it when things work out, and I don't need to do much. Hope everyone is having a good day today. I am looking for a new job currently.
Supporters of disgraced Lord Harrowmont take to the streets. Pandemonium increases by 10%.
Sounds pretty neat. I hope you have fun with that. Hope it doesn't annoy you too much. I know there's some achievements and trophies and stuff that definitely cause great annoyance.
At least someone is willing to stand up for tradition. Thank you again.
Most impressive one. King Balin's ascent to his father's throne has been recorded in the memories.
Okay.
Is there something more I can help you with?
Let's talk about Orzammar.
And I shall do my best to answer.
No?
Your presence has been recorded in the memories.
So there's someone in here who wants...
Sorry, you'll have to bother someone else with your questions.
Are you looking for records of the Grey Wardens? We have many.
Perhaps you should stand over there instead.
Played any of the Max Payne games? You have asked.
Excuse me, I can't chat.
And I have not. Those are definitely somewhere down on my list, but they're on there.
News of the hour.
Yeah, in fairness, I haven't streamed in a couple months, so, you know. It's just how it be sometimes. Oh, goodness. Okay, so what does this want me to do? Nothing. I guess it's just gone. Alright, cool. Cool. Sure. Go to... Next up is Redcliffe. Odd Noble in Denerim. Aegis Collective. Okay. I don't think I've done this Place of Power in Denerim. I think that's the one I'm missing, maybe. We played the third. The first one is on PS Store with 30% getting it. Sure. I mean, some games are definitely dated, and definitely do not live up. But who knows? Maybe it'll stand the test of time. Bring 10 bundles of deep mushrooms to the Mages Collective. Okay. Deliver 10 lyrium potions. To Knight Commander Harith. We have the Mages Collective. Okay, I can do that. Yeah, that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. Yeah, I looked through Bully recently. Well, not too recently, but you know. A couple weeks ago, I looked into the gameplay through Bully, and it looks surprisingly fun. I remember, I had said before that I hadn't really been able to play it myself, and I don't know, I might give that a try at some point because it looks fun. Because it's really funny, because at first glance you're imagining that your character is just a straight up bully, but it's just like...
I did not realize that you were a woman.
That is because I am not. I am a golem.
Just
But you were once a woman.
getting a shit hand dealt to him the entire time, and it's just fighting back.
The bard speaks of someone who lived and died 5 centuries ago. What have I in common with her?
You share a soul.
I do not. It talks in riddles. Desist or I shall crush its head.
Yeah. Though I suppose, given the state of things back in like the early 2000s, hell, even nowadays, fighting back for yourself in school is always seen as you being the bully. Getting your head punched in? Too bad. You throw one punch and there you're the bully.
I know. Evil excuse. Oh.
Fucking. I hate the school system so much. It's fucked. Absolute foobar. Yeah. I've got that fucking song stuck in my head. The fucking Double Life. It's stuck in my head. I can't get it out. And I love it. So good. The Secret Drake diss tract. Yeah, the school system needs a rework, but it's not going to get one anytime soon. Even if, like, good people get put in, there's some bullshit that's just forcing it. People are gonna fight it nonstop, because then they're gonna want to toss in their opinionated things, thinking we're doing the same, when it's like, no, we're teaching factual information. We're trying to change it to be facts, not more fucking bullshit. Well, facts are just from a different perspective. fucking... Give 'em an inch, they took a fucking yard. Yeah. True. Though... Yeah. I have opinions on the school system that I'm not gonna get into. That's the question. Ba, ba, ba. We'll go be tonight. It's stuck in my head. It's in my head. It's in my head. Get out of my head! Yeah. I honestly want to do, like... The end goal for what I want is... voice acting. That's ultimately the end goal that I really want to go for. But... You know, I don't know how.
Fine lady. All is well if trade is open. Best of...
I don't know how to start with that one. But I'd love to do it. Always had an interest for doing voices. I also really want to, like... I've been really interested in, like, especially recently, like, making my own game. Like, my own RPG. I want to do something that's, like... kind of crazy with it, like... Yeah, proper branching and shit. Oof, that's a lot of blight. Blight's everywhere. I just need to find the time to actually start learning how to mess with RPG Maker and shit. Everyone would love to work from home. And the thing is, working from home is entirely sustainable. We've clearly seen that with how the...
Will you stop eating?
With how the pandemic worked out, everything was perfectly fine with working from home. People were actually getting shit done faster and better. But then, like, the people who were owning those business lots were losing money because no one was being there. And it was yeah. So, the only reason why we're not doing a lot of work from home is, hey, guess what? Capitalism.
I'm hungry.
Stuff your face at camp. For now, watch the bloody road.
But we've been looking at the road for hours. No travelers all day.
Will one of you pay attention?
Hey, who's that?
In fairness, doing a lot of work for game companies is something that you can do without issue from remote. Because usually, like, depending on what area of gaming you're... God, I can't speak for some reason. Depending on what area of the gaming sphere you're a part of, some of it's just like checking on like files and shit. Some of it's tuning up. Tune up the graphics on level 3. Man, isn't this the easiest game? Sorry. That's a dumb bit. Why is this man not dying? What is happening? Why is this man immortal? Is he supposed to stay alive? Is that what's going on here? He's supposed to stay alive, and that's why they're not. Okay, no, he. Well, oh, there's more.
Is that all you've got?
What is happening to this man?
Sometimes.
Okay, my God, there he goes. Holy shit. Jesus. But yeah, do you know that Goofy tighten up the graphics on level 3 commercial from back in the day?
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Where it's like, be a game developer. It's so easy. We basically do nothing. This is like a very 2000s commercial. Where barely anyone understood how that... Where there were a lot of... Well, a lot of people understood how it worked and took advantage of, like, the non-major answer. Or non-major importance put on video games back then. So, the commercial in question that I'm talking about is, it was just these two dudes having, like, a conversation, it was two people having a conversation in, like, a room where they're just chilling out, like, having drinks or something, or they're, like, sitting in a break room or whatever, or sitting in cubicles or at a video, or, like, messing around with a video game. And the boss comes in and is just like, hey guys, you mind tightening up the graphics on level 3? And then just leaves, and they're just like, heh, it's so easy being a game designer. You barely have to work. And it was supposed to be like an incentive to get people into video gaming. Or into video game development. Because it's like, haha, it's so easy. You don't do anything. There's no job. Oh, the games basically make themselves. And it's just like... It's so dated. Even for the time, it was just like, it's not really how that works. But like... Even like nowadays, it's like, that is laughable in every way. Because there is nothing. There's fucking nothing that is that easy in a video game development sense nowadays. That shit is hell. Oh, I need to go back to here anyway. But yeah, yeah, no, for the gaming industry, working from home is... Because, like, voice actors can work from home a decent amount of times. Not always, but, you know, if you have a
Move along, friend.
specific room...
Wonderful. On behalf of myself and on you.
If you have a very well padded room and shit like that, very well insulated, you can just like do whatever. You can just work from home, record your lines in the booth. Obviously, they'll likely have you come in and be like, all right, this is how you should do this is how you should do that. Potentially. But for the most part, yeah.
The deep dark before dawn's first light seems eternal, but know that the sun always rises.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
Yeah, truly. Thankfully, I don't have a car, so I save money on gas every day. Thanks, CoffeeBot.
My Valena returned. She told me of your daring rescue. I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am. Take this. A reward for your deed. It's dwarven made and should serve you well.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Thank you again. I'm forever in your debt.
Honestly, I could probably just leave it alone, because it's not going to do much for me. You don't own a car, do you have a driver's license? I had a permit. I would have had a license, if my instructor didn't say that I was not looking at the road simply because I wasn't moving my head. I was looking in the rearview mirrors. I 100% knew everything that was going on around me. I just have, like, I had that, like, autistic focus where I'm just, like, eyes ahead, or, like, head straight, lock in, move your eyes, that's all you need to move. And it's just, like, that was not good for them. Because they didn't see me physically moving my head to look, so they thought I wasn't. Otherwise, I would have had a driver's license on the first try, because that was the only infraction that I had, if I remember correctly. Aside from, like, a slight, like, speed thing.
There's not...
And that was just accelerating too fast. To use Uber Lip. No, I walk. I walk, or if I need to order stuff that is not immediately available to me, I just DoorDash it. It's not great on my wallet, but, you know, what can you do? Yeah, I was getting to the job that I had just left by walking. And if this one place that I'm applying to nearby will hire me, I will also be able to walk there too. So that'll be a simple trip through Mordor.
You return. Might you have news? Unchanged, I'm afraid. We've tried more magical healing, but nothing works. You have?
I have the urn.
Let us go at once to Eamon's side and see if the urn's healing powers live
I
up
found
to their
the urn.
reputation.
Yeah. Like, before, the walk was like 10 minutes, maybe. Around 10 minutes. Now the walk will be at least 30 around.
Where am I?
Be calm, brother. You have been deathly ill for a very long time.
This
You
man
remember
is
Tegan?
glistening.
What are you doing here? Where is Isolde?
I am here, my husband.
And Connor? Where is my boy? Where is our son?
He lives, though many others are dead. There is much to tell you, husband.
Dead? Then it was not a dream.
Much has happened since you fell ill, brother. Some of it will not be easy for you to hear.
Then tell me. I wish to hear all of it.
Did I get anything I could do for snacks?
This is most troubling. There is much to be done, that is true. But I should first be thankful to those who have done so much. Grey Warden, you have not only saved my life, but kept my family safe as well.
Yeah.
I am in your debt. Will you permit me to offer you a reward for your service?
I need your help against the
I
blight.
understand, but regardless of your motivations, I feel you are worthy of a reward. I would like to honor your efforts. Nothing more.
Alright.
Then allow me to declare you and those traveling with you champions of Redcliffe. You will always be a welcome guest within these halls. And for you, Warden, a shield of the same make as those that have been given to our finest knights.
We should speak of Loghain.
Cool, thanks.
There is no telling what he will do once he learns of your recovery.
Loghain instigates a civil war even though the Darkspawn are on our very doorstep. Long I have known him. He is a sensible man, one who never desired power.
I was there when he announced he was taking control of the throne, Eamon. He is mad with ambition, I tell you.
Mad indeed. Mad enough
not
to kill
ambition,
Caleb, to
just
to kill myself
stupidity.
And destroy my lands. Whatever happened to him, Loghain must be stopped. What's more, we can scarce afford to fight this war to its bitter end.
Loghain's a fucking idiot. Yeah, I just never went back for a second try. Because I think around the time that I was doing that was when COVID hit. So, not really much you can do there. Or was it the year after? I think it was... no, it was before. Was it? Fuck. I don't know. But yeah, no, it was around the time of COVID, so...
I could unite those opposing Loghain, yes. But not all oppose him.
But yeah.
He has some very powerful allies. We have no time to wage a campaign against him.
They thought I
Someone
wasn't
must
looking in the
surrender
mirrors,
for Eldon
and
to have any
it's...
chance of
meh.
fighting the Darkspawn. I will spread word of Loghain's treachery, both here and against the king. But it will be but a claim made without proof. Those claims will give Loghain's allies pause. But we must combine it with a challenge Loghain cannot ignore. We need someone with a stronger claim to the throne than Loghain's daughter, the Queen.
Are you referring to Alistair, brother? Are you certain?
I would not propose such a thing if we had an alternative. But the unthinkable has...
Any games coming out in the foreseeable future that you're looking forward to? Yeah. Dragon Age Velguard. I had requested the day off from my superior, from my previous job, specifically for that game. So I could stream the entirety of that game. I also really, really, really want to play Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, but that is... I am not able to do that. I do not have the financial ability to do so right now.
Tegan and I have a claim through marriage, but we would seem opportunists no better than Loghain. Alistair's claim is by blood.
And what about me? Does anyone care what I want?
You have a responsibility, Alistair. Without you, Loghain wins. I would have to support him for the sake of Ferelden. Is that what you want?
But I... No, my lord.
I see only one way to proceed. I will call for a landsmeet, a gathering of all of Ferelden's nobility in the city of Denerim. There, Ferelden can decide who shall rule, one way or another. Then the business of fighting our true foe can begin.
His model got fucked up, and I don't...
I do not wish to proceed.
God.
Blessing. None of this would be possible without you. You led Alistair here. You saved my life with the urn of sacred ashes. It's your lead I follow. I am a credible enough figure in this nation to call the landsmeet, but I hold no illusions that I could face Loghain without you. Surely you see that. I'm not sure that would help our cause. We would become the criminals, and our accusations would become excuses. Furthermore, I'm not even certain where Loghain might be.
Nice. That's fun. That's to stop him
Why
from
do you think he
attacking
had me
Redcliffe.
poisoned? He wanted me gone without having to confront me directly. If I call for a landsmeet, refusing the compromise and attacking Redcliffe will only support our accusations. I'm sure he'd rather I died from the poison. Had the demon not interfered, that's exactly what would have happened. That depends. If we cannot get a consensus in the landsmeet for Alistair, we cannot afford to oppose Loghain either. Does that mean Loghain could win? A man who killed his own king, who has gone mad with power? Perhaps. We must see that he does not.
Borderlands 4 sounds like it's going to be interesting, because it sounds like it's going to be a bit more serious than even 3 was, which is fascinating.
Ferelden must stand united to defeat the Darkspawn. A fractured nation will not defeat the Blight, even given my army and those gathered with your treaties.
I hope that's a joke.
I hope it does not come to that. If you are suggesting surrender, consider that he has already sought your death. You think he will spare you, knowing what you know?
What are my
You
options?
have already found allies, but we need those to fight Darkspawn. I truly believe the landsmeet is our best option. We could attempt to wage a military campaign against Loghain, but even if we win, would we have enough left to defeat the Darkspawn?
No, but neither would Loghain.
Perhaps Loghain gambles on this attitude, that everyone will decide facing the Darkspawn is more vital than facing him, so that he leads us against the Horde. Very well. I will send out the word. But before we proceed, I believe there is the matter of the mage, my son's tutor. He still lives, I understand.
He does. He is in the dungeon, brother.
Have him brought here, Tegan. I wish to see him.
Yes, George.
Jowan, what you have done is not in question. You tried to assassinate me and set into motion a series of events that nearly destroyed everything I cherish. What have you to say in your own defense?
Nothing, my lord. Other than to say I am sorry. I expect no mercy for what I've done.
I see. Grey Warden, have you anything to say on Jowan's behalf?
He has cooperated willingly, though he has little choice. Seems earnest in his desire to repent.
Oh?
Yes.
That is unexpected. And what would you have me do? As the injured party, my ability to see the merciful path is strained.
Let him go.
That I cannot do. He is a Maleficar, and I cannot unleash him on a land already racked by war and chaos. I am sorry. Jowan, I hereby turn you over to the Tower of the Circle of Magi. May the Maker have mercy on your soul.
Thank you, my lord. And goodbye, my friend.
Now, back to the matter of the landsmeet. We should head to Denerim as soon as possible. I can delay that, however, if you have other plans. I would prefer not giving Loghain time to consider, but it is up to you. I do not wish to go to Denerim unless you are with me.
Do I have anything else that I need to do? Nothing that's not in Denerim.
Excellent. I shall make the arrangements. Let us be off to Denerim, and may the Maker watch over us.
Alright, into Denerim.
Denerim is the heart and soul of Ferelden. It was the city of King Calenhad, the birthplace of Andraste. As stubborn as a Mabari, and as good to have on your side. If we defeat
That
Loghain
hatch
here,
at the top of that tower was feels so useless. Because you can barely prop that up at all.
I've struck the first blow. The advantage for the moment is ours. He will have little choice but to show himself. to oppose us directly. He will strike back at us. The only question that remains is how soon. Loghain, this is an honor that the Regent would find time to greet me personally.
How could I not welcome a man so important as to call every lord in Ferelden away from his estates, while a blight claws at our land?
The Blight is why I'm here. With Cailan dead, Ferelden must have a king to lead it against the Darkspawn.
Ferelden has a strong leader. Its queen. And I lead her armies.
If Anora rules, let her speak for herself.
And who is this, Eamon? Some new stray you picked up on the road? And here I thought it was only royal bastards you played the nursemaid to.
I'm a friend to Alistair, your
You
rightful
should curb
king.
your tongue. This is my city, and no safe place to speak treason. For anyone.
You calling
Talk
him a
that your
bastard
illness
is
left you
treason.
feeble, Eamon. Some worry that you may no longer be fit to advise Ferelden.
Illness? Why not call your poison by its true name? Not everyone at the Landsmeet will cast aside their loyalties as easily as you and these sycophants.
How long you've been gone from court, Eamon? Don't you recognize Rendon Howe, Arl of Amaranthine and Terran of Highever?
And current Arl of Denerim, since Urien's unfortunate fate at Ostagar. The Regent has been generous to those who prove loyal.
I did not see Dark Phoenix, but not for any reason other than I just didn't go see it. Bootlicking appears to be profitable these days.
Don't interrupt, Joe. Your betters are talking.
Shut the fuck up.
Calthrian. This is not the time or place. I had hoped to talk you down from this rash course, Eamon. Our people are frightened. Our king is dead. Our land is under siege. We must be united now if we are to endure this crisis. Your own sister, Queen Rowan, fought tirelessly to see Ferelden restored. Would you see her work destroyed? You divide our nation and weaken our efforts against the Blight, with your selfish ambitions to the throne.
Funny. What efforts can there be when you outlawed the Grey Wardens?
Cailan depended on the Grey Warden's prowess against the Darkspawn, and look how well that ended. Let us speak of reality rather than tall tales. Stories will not save us.
I cannot forgive what you've done, Loghain. Perhaps the Maker can, but not I. Our people deserve a king of the Theron bloodline. Alistair will be the one to lead us to victory in this Blight.
The Emperor of Orlais also thought I could not bring him down. Expect no more mercy than I showed him. There is nothing I would not do for my homeland.
Yeah. It's too fucking far gone.
Well, that was bracing. I didn't expect Loghain to show himself quite so soon.
What do we do now?
Calling the Landsmeet is only the start. Now we must ensure that every noble there sees Loghain's duplicity. We have no small task ahead of us. We need eyes and ears in the city. Loghain has been here for months. The roots of all his schemes must begin here. The sooner we find them, the better we can turn them to our advantage. Go have a look around, and see what you can turn up. Better yet, find the nobles who have arrived for the Landsmeet. Test the waters. See how many will support us.
Yes.
When you're ready to talk strategy, come upstairs to my sitting room. We can lay out our plans for the Landsmeet then.
Okay. That's how you get the champion specialization, right? Wacky. Okay. You don't technically really need these last two. They're alright, but like... they're pretty decent. But, you know. Okay. Nah, let's do Firestorm. Fuck it. Let's do it. Got Tempest, got Inferno. All I need left is Ice Storm.
Everything in here appears to be breakable. It seems most impractical.
God, I need to move. It's... Bye, Sonic. He's dead. Sonic is dead, everybody. He fell through the cracks. Cue the Sonic Unleashed death sound.
He's like have a fit. Our Lehman needs to show up without notice more often.
I have all the accommodations to your liking, Ward. Please let me know if anything.
None of them look all that princely to me.
God, I really want to play. Sonic Frontier is the best Sonic game any good? Yes, yes it is. Best in the sense of storytelling. The gameplay is also really, really good. Some of the mechanics are a little janky, but like they have a lot more leeway on lower difficulties. But Sonic Frontiers is my #1 favorite Sonic game. It's the breath of fresh air that we've needed for a long time. Because when the games aren't bogged down by like subpar storytelling, they're bogged down by some rough mechanics.
What's the point in scrubbing the pots if they just get dirty again?
Like it's one thing or another with some Sonic games. Best Sonic game of all time. For myself, so far, yes. I have not played every single Sonic game, but there are some insanely good Sonic games out there. So, I can't really put them in like a top number, but I'd say as of my current working brain, top tier like S-rank Sonic games are Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Generations, Sonic Frontiers, Sonic Adventure 2. I could put Sonic in the Black... Sonic in the Black Knight is a minimum of an A to an A to... I think I'd put it at an A+. As much as I love that game, a lot of my hyping of it comes from the fact that everyone shits on it. Sonic Forces was fascinating. It was a very interesting... I liked the gameplay aspects. I love the variations. I love the gameplay variations that are offered to you. Like the vastly different gameplay variations from the previous games, with having the custom character using like items, essentially weapons. Sonic, I haven't played Sonic Heroes, so I can't like rank that. Shadow the Hedgehog is, I'll say, an S tier game, but it definitely has moments that can drag it down to an A. But overall, I'd say it's like an S tier as well. I think that Sonic Frontiers is borderline the best, but it isn't the best that they can do. They did absolutely insane things with Sonic Frontiers. Like, they made such beautiful headway into showing how these characters actually are versus how they've been in previous games. Because like Ian Flynn, the writer for Sonic Unleashed, is the writer for the new IDW Sonic comics, and so he clearly has a lot of love and care for Sonic as a franchise, and it very, very, very clearly shows in Sonic Frontiers' writing. Like, every character feels right. Sonic doesn't feel like a dumbass, like, asshole like he does in some other games where he's just like, whatever, nothing matters. Why should I even care? I'm just gonna beat you. Like, why should I give a shit? He's like from the beginning, he's like, okay, you don't want me here. Why? Let's figure this out. Let's talk. I can figure out how to deal with this shit. And of course the villain's like, no. And he's like, I'll try again. He's his typical cocky self, but that cockiness does not come at the cost of, like, emotional anything. Like, the whole game, despite Sage actively trying to attack him, he's like, so anyways, like, you good? Where you come from? What are you doing? What are you up to? There's so much good. It's so good, and it plays so well. Fighting games, like action games are something that I think they should branch into a little bit more with Sonic. Okay.
Excuse me, I have to dust the Earl's sitting room. No, I'm from Redcliffe. Lady Isolde brought me here to be her chambermaid last spring. I've family here, though. I beg your pardon, sir.
Damn. But it's my favorite Sonic game for right now. As you can tell, I have a lot to say about it. I can go on. And I am incredibly excited to see what they do in the future with it.
Ah, Warden. I trust you've made yourself comfortable.
Yes.
Good, because it's likely to be your last rest for a while. This is Elena. She's...
I am Queen Enora's handmaiden. She sent me here to ask for your help.
Or perhaps the young lady prefers to speak for herself.
The Queen, she is in a difficult position. She loved her husband, no? And trusted her father to protect him. When he returned with no king and only dark rumors, What is she to think?
Thank you,
She
CoffeeBot.
worries, no?
Yeah, Sonic Frontiers, Sonic Forces was okay.
He tells her not to trouble herself.
Nice. Sonic Forces is okay. The story is a mess. It's not the most well written. At all.
My queen suspects she cannot trust her father. And Logan, he is very subtle, no? But when and how, he is privy to all the secrets and not so subtle. So she goes to how? A visit from the queen to the new Isle of Denerim is only a matter of courtesy. And she demands answers. He calls her every sort of name, traitor being the kindest, and locks her in a guest room.
Oh, Sonic Colors was so good. Sonic Colors was also really good. That's also S tier because of just how innovative and unique it was.
King Kellen was like a son to him, and Logan left him to die. Does he love Nora more? Who can say? I think her life is in danger. I heard Hal say she would be a greater ally dead than alive, especially if her death could be blamed on Arl Eamon. Yes, that is what she hoped he would say. Logan, he has said much about the young Grey Warden who survived. He is worried, no?
We may have no choice but to trust Anora. The Queen is well loved. If Logain succeeded in pinning her death on me, I'm not sure that's a risk we can afford to take.
Yeah, no. Sonic Forces felt it was good to play. It's not that I'm not fond of it. It just doesn't have a good record. Because it started being disgustingly buggy. Because, like I had said, it was a port. It was not even a port, it was an emulation, basically. It was like they were doing an emulation of the game and made it insanely laggy, insanely buggy, textures just wouldn't work properly. Yeah, it wasn't good. I'm sure it's been patched. I'm sure it's better. But it was a rough start, at the very least.
I have some uniforms. I'll hire so many new girls every day. A few more will not cause much stir. I will show you to the servants' entrance. We must slip in and out with my queen before anyone is the wiser. I will go ahead to House Estate. Meet me there as soon as you can.
I really, really hope that I really hope that we get a port of Sonic Unleashed, or like a remake of Sonic, or a re-release of Sonic Unleashed, or something like that. Sonic Unleashed, Sonic and the Black Knight, because Sonic and the Black Knight could work for Switch. It works for Switch. Ooh, pardon me. Because Switch has those movement controls in the controllers, in the Joy-Cons.
Indeed.
Yes.
But yeah, maybe when the Switch 2 comes out, if they're gonna do the motion controls in the Joy-Cons as well. Sonic Heroes. Yeah, that is true.
Everything is to be.
Abominations running rampant. Templars ready to slaughter every mage in sight. Yes, it's rather met all my...
Yeah, Sonic Heroes definitely also
think
needs
you
some
might have
love.
been better off getting your training there instead of whatever your mother taught you?
You're right. My mother didn't nearly have as many abominations running about. That certainly would have improved my education.
I'll give you that one.
I'm so relieved.
I love these two. They're fucking great. Take your magic. Sonic and the Black Knight. Oh, it'd be so good. Like, I'm able to get Sonic and the Black Knight working on emulation with, like, a controller, but it is so inconvenient. It is so, like, janky. Yeah, let's get your con up. Yeah. There are ways to make a Wiimote work with a PC. I just don't have one. Sadly. My ex was going to give one to me, but don't know if that'll still be a thing. Ooh, fascinating. Why would you ever use this? What the fuck?
Good day. The market is busy. It's calm. For you, perhaps? And smelling. Perhaps you seek the armor smith, Wade. Then to the... And if you're thirsty, this Denerim is...
Okay.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be in civil. Don't stare at me. Be careful with that package, you lazy slut.
Huh?
More than you'll make in 10 years.
I'm sorry, I didn't expect to hear the word. I didn't expect to hear the words lazy slut when, when we're in this game. Oh man, that's funny. Oh, what the hell?
Now I'm a little motivated.
Okay. My thing is just not working. It's so funny. Like, what the hell? Like, what the fuck? Oh man, that's good. I did not expect that to be a thing. Sorry, I didn't call out that notification because I was trying to make it work again.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to make my notifications work, but it does not seem to be. It's not gonna happen. It just ain't happening. Sadly. I need to mess around with the settings of this game. Yeah, I did not expect to hear the words lazy slut just from a random NPC.
Good to see you back.
Insane.
Want to do more? Bless you.
Fucking funny. Alright. Mages Collective. What's up, gamer?
The
client is very pleased. The mage is collecting. Good to see you again.
And I'm off.
Anything else? No. Alright, that's 2 quests done.
All men are the work of our maker's hand.
Oh, my pardon. Just thinking aloud. Well armed, Chanter Rosamond is tireless and resolute. And pride again.
Potentially.
It's hard to live up to the example of Andre. The archivist tends the books, and curators often accept. Really? I would like to examine them in any event. Let me see. The scrolls are. It's written in cipher. These could be authentic. Please. The bits I have made out. This may be. I know. It's remarkable. The same Mafrath who betrayed our prophet and saw her burn alive in Minrath Rus. If we could get a real translation,
Minrathus.
well, it could
Jesus.
be the find of our lifetime. It could take months. The ciphers were designed
But yeah,
to be difficult for the Magisters to decrypt.
Mafia.
Who knows what secrets
Don't know.
we can uncover? What
Could be
truths
fun
we
to
can find.
check out at some
Here
point,
is all
but
of the
you know.
allowance I have for acquisitions. Take it and go. 1,000 blessings.
12 gold. 12.5 gold. That's pretty good.
The deep dark before dawn's first light seems
As there is but one world, one life, one death, there is but one God, and He is our Maker. They are sinners who have given their love to false gods.
What? No mention of dessert? Surely this is a miracle.
Magic exists to serve man and never to rule over him. Foul and corrupt are they who have taken his gift and turned it against his children.
And of course that was...
Malifika, accursed ones. They shall find no rest in this world or beyond.
I was getting to that part.
And with all religious nuts, they take that and twist its meaning. After so long. You're just standing there, lady? Just armed to the fucking teeth and just standing there? Alright. Alright.
You're being very foolish. Why would Loghain leave half our own? Be gone. I've important
I have no
matters
time to deal with
discuss.
supplicants.
Wonderful. Another one. West Hills Arling belongs to the Darkspawn now, girl. Perhaps they're interested in giving sovereigns to the Chantry, feeding orphans, clothing idiots, or whatever it is you want.
Oh, pardon me. I'm here. I am the Grey Warden.
Shouldn't you be dead, then? How quick did you cut leash and run at Ostagar? No matter. I've nothing left for you to take, Grey Warden. Not even my sons. You're wasting your time here.
What happened
What
to your
do
sons?
you think happened? Did the Blight escape your notice? War claims the young and strong first, and Plague doesn't care about skill or bravery. There's no point talking about it.
Damn.
There's nothing more to say. Pester someone else.
Demon is playing at. I'm sorry. I'm busy at the moment.
You'll have to excuse me. I'm engaged at present.
What can I get you, stranger?
Okay.
What can I get you, stranger?
Did you see the Borderlands movie? No, I'm not gonna waste my time. I knew from frame one that shit was gonna be bad. And now it's one of the... And now it is one of the biggest fucking flops of video game movie history, and that's saying something.
Good job clearing those louts out.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
Yeah, no. Like, from the cast and who they picked as characters, hell no. There was no way that that movie was going to be good. Like, I like Kevin Hart, he's funny sometimes. But, like... Claptrap being a main character, fine. That's fair. He kinda was after a while. He started being one after a while. Roland and Lilith being there, cool. I don't even remember what the fucking older woman's character was, but she was not a part of the crew. Tiny Tina was not supposed to be there, and neither was Krieg. They went so off the script with some of these. Like, half the cast was not supposed to be there at the same time. More than half. 2 of the cast were there from the beginning. And you could make the claim of like, oh, but it could be between 1 and 2. Well, sure, probably, but still. They thought they thought they could capture the joke, the level of jokes. Yeah. In all honesty, Watch Dogs seems like it'll be a good fit for a movie. That'll work.
Find everything you need? Payment? No. If I could have... You've been busy traveling. I was wondering if you'd check up on...
Oh boy. Who am I fucking looking for? Captain Chase. Okay. I don't know where the fuck to find that guy, but we'll see. Yeah, I feel like Watch Dogs will be a good, because, yeah. But the problem with Borderlands is everyone like, most people on the outside assumes that it's just lol random humor nonstop. But there's a certain, like, and while it is 100% lol random humor, there is a certain finesse at which they use it in the games, where they just tried to blunt force trauma it into the movie. Like they bashed it over the head into the movie, like, repeatedly, and I like almost a sure. Oh boy, the textures are not here. Oh boy. But yeah, no, I just... It's disappointing because we had an amazing streak of video game movies. And the video game movies and shows. We had a amazing streak. Because first came the Sonic movie. It looked like it was going to be shitty, and then it was amazing. And then it's one of the best movies. One of the... Not even one of, it's like the greatest, the best video game movie. It was the best video game movie. And then we had Sonic 2, which was fucking phenomenal. An improvement in every way. Then we had the Mario movie, which was... everyone thought was going to be shit because Chris Pratt. Fairly. They fairly thought it was going to be shit because of Chris Pratt. And my game crashed. I should have figured with the bunk textures. Okay. Let's open that back up again. That's funny. That's hilarious. Yeah. Sonic set a precedent for what the movie should be. It had a... Yeah. My nose. Yeah, Sonic set a precedent for what video game movies should be like. So we got that, which fucking laid the groundwork for the Mario movie to succeed as well as it did.
Excuse me, I have to
because that movie was bloody amazing as well. Front to back.
Ah, Warden.
And then...
She worries, no?
Sorry.
So she goes
spamming through this.
He calls her every sort of name. I think her life is...
I'm not sure that...
Alright, cool. Yeah, fuck. Brain. Then, we had The Last of Us show, and, the new Mortal Kombat movie, and, the Uncharted movie.
Right.
All of which were really good. Like, people talked about them a lot because of how good they were.
Going.
Like, we were on a streak of video game things being amazing. Like, finally. For the first time. Not in a while, for the first time. Because the old school Mortal Kombat movie was at least goofy. But it didn't hold up solidly. Meanwhile, everything recently has held up solidly. But yeah, and now we're running into people seeing the success of video game IPs being turned into visual media, of live action adaptations, that now they're just like, oh, we can get in on this. And that's how you get bullshit like the fucking Borderlands movie, where they gravely misinterpreted how to write that level of humor. And now the Minecraft movie. Because that looks like absolute fucking dog shit infested putrid water. I would rather that be canceled before it comes out than anything. It should be canceled before it comes out, in all honesty, because... yeah.
So, you're female, Liliana, right?
I am? That's news. When did that happen?
I just wanted some advice. What should I do if...
yeah, if
I think a woman is special and...
It's stupid.
You want to woo her? Here's a good tip. You shouldn't question her about her femaleness.
Alright, yes, good point.
Why do you ask? Are you afraid things will not proceed naturally?
Why would they? Especially when I do things like ask women if they're female.
It adds to your charm, Alistair. You're a little awkward. It is endearing.
So I should be awkward?
Didn't you just say not to do things like that?
Just be yourself. You do know how to do that, don't you?
All right.
Oh god, both of the Lego movies were so good. Both of the Lego movies were so good. Like, a lot of people say that, like, oh, the second one's cringy, or like I've heard people say the second one is cringy because it's like edgy and weird, like, and it's like, yeah, that's the point. He's a fucking budding teenager who's going through like the edgy phase. Congratulations, you got the point of the movie. Stop making fun of it for it. But yeah, no, the Lego movies were amazing. Those were great.
Magic exists to serve man and never.
Oh, my pardon.
There's a Duplo movie supposed to come out, and it looks really well animated. Like, really well animated.
Bits I have made. If we could get a real
I'm interested to see how that'll go.
They shall find no rest in this world.
The mages collect.
But yeah, that would be so good. Lego Batman was also interesting. That one was handled pretty decently. Yeah, they're like, why did they drop the ball so fucking hard? With fucking Borderlands and Minecraft, it would be so easy to do Minecraft movie shit. It would be so easy. There's so many creators who have already done things that are borderline movies. Look at the entirety of the fucking Captain Sparkles bullshit. Like, Captain Sparkles made his entire name doing, like, Minecraft movie stuff.
What can I get you, stranger?
They need to fucking swallow their pride. But they're never going to, because they're Hollywood, so everything they do has to be perfect. It's the kids that are wrong. These things could be the Borderlands movie could have been so good if they had just actually given a shit. If they had gotten the writers as, like, to help write the fucking movie. Instead, they blithered about, and guess what? No one fucking likes that movie. It is the biggest flop of the fucking century. Or one of. It was such a flop, it didn't even make it to the weekend. It was that bad. Ah, God. Sorry, I'm passionate. I'm very passionate about fucking video game movies of things that I care about. Because I love the Borderlands games. I love them. They're great. They're hilarious. I have a lot of good memories. I fucking love Minecraft. I remember playing the beta, like the early builds of Minecraft in middle school. Like, we go to the library and each of us has a USB flash drive, because we each had to have flash drives, because for some reason or another, like, the school required us to have flash drives for, like...
And so here is the
yeah,
Grey Warden at long
for,
last.
like, online work that we did. And each one of us, at the, like, the whole time had... pardon me. Each one of us had fucking Minecraft on our USBs because we would share that around with each other, and we'd just play Minecraft together during our, like, library time. And we'd just be like, yeah, fucking Minecraft, baby. It was great. It was awesome. And like, and then there was the whole like thing with like the Fallen Kingdom storyline with like Captain Sparkles and shit. That shit was so cinematic. It was great. It was fucking amazing. But no, they don't give a shit. That's all. That's Hollywood's fucking slogan. We don't give a shit.
Don't.
God.
Very well he travels with you.
Here I am, Taliesin. Tell me, were you sent, or did you volunteer for the job?
Oh ho! And he makes an appearance. I volunteered, of course. When I heard that the great Zevran had gone rogue, I simply had to see it for myself.
Is that so? Well, here I am, in the flesh.
You can return with me, Zevran. I know why you did this, and I don't blame you. It's not too late. Come back and we'll make up a story. Anyone can make a mistake. Oh? Does Zevran need to live?
I suspect I will manage just fine, Taliesin. I'm sorry, my old friend, but the answer is no. I'm not coming back. And you should have stayed in Antiva.
Indeed.
Minecraft is great. The problem with Minecraft is after being obtained by Microsoft, they 100% have the capability to add everything from those fucking whatchamacallits. The little, like, hey, here's these 3 things, and if you... The mob votes. They 100% have the ability to add all of those, because they have to be made. So that they can show them off. So they're already there. They're already finished and ready to go. Just with a little bit more polishing needed.
And there it is. Taliesin is dead, and I am free of the crows. They will assume that I am dead along with Taliesin. So long as I do not make my presence known to them, they will not seek me out. I do not know. It seems I have options now. Whereas
yeah, so they have the option to add all of those in, but they don't because Microsoft is stupid.
I could go far away, somewhere where the crows would never find me. I think
yeah, Star Wars being fucked up. Yeah.
I made an oath to help you after all.
Yeah, the sequels to me are non-canon.
See through to the end, yes?
7, 8, and 9 are non-canon. However, there is one aspect of those movies that I did enjoy, and that was Finn and Poe. Because them growing together was amazing. Honestly, they should have ended up together. That felt like what they were kind of aiming for in the original. Like, in episode 7 a little bit. Like, they had like a little bit of a rapport, like a, hey, no, it looks good on you, kind of thing. But no. They just were like, no, look, they both have girlfriends. But it's like, no, they're together. That's how that is.
Then stay I shall. I am with you until the end.
General?
Provided you do not tire of me first, or I die.
So you can actually look up concept. I don't know how easy it is to find anymore, but you can look up concept. Disney movies were putting me to sleep. Yeah. The main problem is they didn't have a single writer keeping the story on beat. That is one thing that people took for granted when we had George Lucas around. Because at the very least, he kept things on the rails. He did, in his own words, I may have gone a bit too far in a few places, but for the majority of everything that he did, he kept it on a rail so that it was coherent. Kathleen Kennedy just wanted fucking money. Yeah, it's I hate. Sorry, I realized I didn't finish my thought. You can, I don't know how easy it is to find, but you can look up the concept art for like episode 8, the last Jedi, and it looked amazing. It looked so good. Like Rey was supposed to get like a Star Killer-esque outfit, like a double-sided lightsaber, a double-sided blue lightsaber. Kylo was supposed to go into a Force cave and face Vader to try and like strengthen his resolve or whatever.
Oh, right.
Like one of those Sith caves. And like...
We're done here. Go back to your contact, quickly.
Like, Rey was supposed to fight, like, a Rancor-looking gigantic monster as, like, part of her training, I suppose. Ooh, pardon me. And, like... there was supposed to be so much to that. Like, Luke was supposed to grab a lightsaber with the, like, using the Force, and just, like, grab a fucking lightsaber with his hand and be like, no, stop that. Sit the fuck down. Because guess what? That's how fucking powerful he was. In the comic, in the books. That's how powerful he became. And he was actually supposed to be, like, a proper trainer to her.
The servant's entrance is on the other side of the house.
Yeah,
We must slip past this crowd to reach it. We will have to... The estate is in poor repair. The new owl...
Yeah. Nah. But yeah, it's like, it was supposed to be actual fucking training. It was supposed to have actual, like, good shit. There was supposed to be a callback to episode 4 with Leia getting dressed up in her white outfit again and, like, giving another message to C-3PO, not C-3PO, R2. Except, no, it wasn't to R2 this time, it was to BD-8, I believe. Finn was supposed to go to Coruscant and lead the resistance, an uprising there. To, like, because Coruscant is fucking occupied during those movies, like heavy Imperial occupation, or Empire, or not Empire, First Order occupation, like heavy. They have a ship floating above the entire city, or over the entire, like, capital of Coruscant. That serves as, like, the seat of government there for the First Order. But no, like, there was so much lost, like, potential from the concept art to what was made for the Last Jedi, and it's sad. It is, like, it's not like just angering, it's sad. It pisses me off, but it also makes me so fucking sad, because people put so much effort into making sure that
The owl
this.
used to come here in the winter when I was small. I slept with the hounds.
At least they got Rogue One right. They got Rogue One. Solo was still good, despite what people fucking were screaming about. That movie just came out at a rough time. It could have been done better.
I can distract the guards, but you must move quickly. Hurry, my
I'm passionate.
I will go distract the guards. I will lure.
I'm very passionate about fucking.
Oh, you must come. I saw something.
Aren't they gonna make an Obi-Wan
I
prequel?
think it was a darkspawn.
Not a prequel. They made they made the show. They made the Kenobi show about his time off.
Call for help, so they can see us act like scared little girls because of some knife-eared.
Off of his time when he spent on Tatooine, waiting for Luke to grow up.
If there is something out there and we don't sound the alarm, we'll look worse than scared.
And drast these holy knickers. Fine, we'll check the courtyard if it'll keep you from wetting yourself. But there's nothing there.
Thank you. Oh, it was over here. Quickly.
But yeah, during his time that he spent on Tatooine, so during before Episode 4. There's so much good in Star Wars. There's so much good material. The books are fucking amazing. The first 6 movies are brilliant. Solo, Rogue One, those are fucking amazing movies. And then Mandalorian, those Clone Wars.
It took me forever to be rid of those two. You must be
There's so
careful.
much.
The
But
servants, they will not look closely at
Disney
anyone
just
new.
needs to
All guards are alike to a
swallow their
colonel.
goddamn
You should not draw
pride,
attention to yourself.
kick Kathleen
Most of the
Kennedy
guards
out,
are new. They will not know you for a
and just
stranger at
fucking
glance. It is best to keep your distance
put
from
Sam
all of
Witwer in charge. You know what? That is the one thing that they need, is put Sam Witwer in charge. AKA the voice of Starkiller. Because guess what? That man knows Star Wars. That man feels and loves Star Wars.
She's in a guest room.
It was so good.
Old servants ever cook anything in here?
It used to be so good. But then they just shit on it.
3 nights in a row.
For all we know, it's
There are some good things in 789. There are some really good things in 789. Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. There are some great things. However, they're overshadowed by the bad.
My foot's asleep again.
And it sucks. It sucks. Because I am a massive Star Wars fan.
Maker. I would greet you properly, but I'm afraid we've had a setback. My host was not content with leaving me under heavy guard. He sealed the door by magic.
We must get her out of there.
Don't panic, Erlina. Find the mage who cast the spell. He'll most likely be at House House. Thank you, Warden.
Count Howe will probably be in his...
I am very passionate about like, Star Wars is one of the things that I am most passionate about. Because it's just so fucking good. It's one of my absolute favorite IPs in general. And to see just the disrepair that it's fallen into over the years is... not... They're starting to work a little bit on it. Mandalorian is good. Ahsoka was decent, but, like... Ahsoka was good, but it tried to take a lot... too many things at once, I think, was its issue. In my personal opinion. Like, it tried to introduce the fucking zombie virus bullshit that Han and Chewie dealt with in one of the books. It tried to deal with a bunch of other bullshit that... It tried to introduce someone who had the kind of a similar philosophy to one of the best Star Wars characters of all time, Kreia.
Who goes there?
Damn. Damn. So, yeah. I highly...
Thank you for creating such distraction, stranger. I have been waiting days for the opportunity. Do you think you could...
Who? He's one of us. A warden from Orlais. Jada, I think.
I'm Riordan, senior warden of Jada, but born and bred in Highever. And
he has no hair. He has no top of his head. Oh no.
Yes, these are my records. The names of the dead I could copies of the joining ritual I rescued from our Denerim vault. Those should never be. Would that I could. But for the joining to work, the recruit needs not only fresh dark... Ferelden's supply should have been in the vault, but it was gone. I can only imagine someone took it out and Loghain either confiscated or destroyed it.
The voice acting in Lego Star Wars was fine. It could be worse. It's not supposed to be, like, overly amazing. It's supposed to be goofy and not all that. It's not supposed to be a one-to-one with the movies. It's a Lego game. Sorry. It's a Lego game. It's not supposed to be taken seriously. So.
As you know, the joining's chance of success is slim anyway. Loghain has done far worse to the war. And from the rumors, I saw him going to the dungeons.
Right.
He may still be there. I will...
Yeah, go off. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There's... Honestly, the biggest thing that would save Star Wars as a whole franchise would be for them to swallow their pride and adapt, like, pre-existing material. Like, fully adapt. Not just, like, rework. No, fully adapt. But they're not gonna do that. Because their precious sequel trilogy.
Who goes? Anybody tries to come in here without Hal's say-so, we get to do what we like with them.
So yeah, I highly recommend checking out Knights of the Old Republic 2. Yeah, I highly recommend checking out the Knights of the Old Republic games. They definitely hold up. The only thing is play Knights of the Old Republic 2 with the restored content mod, which, if you're playing on mobile, you can mod that in pretty easily. If you're playing on Switch, not so easily modded. You have to have a modded Switch, which is almost impossible. Unless you have a year one Switch. And if you're playing on PC, it's as easy as pie. But yeah, KOTOR 1, perfectly fine. KOTOR 2 requires the Sith Lord's Restored Content mod, which makes it, in my opinion, some of the absolute best writing in Star Wars history. Because it is a deconstruction of the nature of Star Wars' world. Like, it's a deconstruction of the Force and its influence. It is a deconstruction of, like, what, like, the whole business of, like, one action can do everything. And it's like, it's a deconstruction of, like, oh, Sith Jedi are the unkillable God Kings. You can't kill a Jedi, rah. And it's like, actually, 3 of our characters can tell you 50 ways how to kill a Jedi in like 5 minutes, max. KOTOR 1 is a pretty generic, like, hey, this is a Star Wars game, do the Star Wars thing. Live the Star Wars, do the Star Wars, be good, be evil, do what you want. Not too much depth beyond that, but in fairness, you don't really need too much. KOTOR 2 is brilliant. One of my favorite YouTubers, Wooly Versus, he turned a 20-ish hour game, like 20 to 30 hour game, into a, like, almost 70 hour game. Like, almost 70, 80 hours, simply because of discussing, like, the ramifications and, like, what things, like, discussing the intricacies of what decisions were being made in the game. It's so good. And the voice acting, like the voice acting is pretty solid for back in 2004. And with how much they got done in 14 months, was amazing. But then again, that's Obsidian Software's specialty, is working under a tight time frame. As much as they don't want to do it, they're fucking amazing at it. Yeah, KOTOR 2 was made by Obsidian, KOTOR 1 was made by BioWare, for reference. So, 2 juggernauts of very good storytelling. Creators of Mass Effect, the creators of fucking Fallout New Vegas, Outer Worlds, etc.
Here? Get me out of here! That's an order! Was this supposed to be a lesson? Did my father think it funny to leave me for so long before sending you? You move in August. I am Oswin, son of Ban Sigurd, of the Dragon's Peak Banon. If you aren't one of our soldiers, pray
that'd be
tell
interesting.
Me, who should
Two-Face
I be thanking
movie.
for my rescue?
Two-Face movie would be fun.
Then I have no question about why you would come, Warden. For it is your men who have suffered the most here. You have my heartfelt gratitude. And I assume, if my father sent no one after me, but if you talk to him, I'm certain he would offer you any reward you... Then there is a Landsmeet after all. How's... I swear, if there be any forum to... Now, please.
Yeah. Freeze would be fun. Freeze is a very, very tragic villain. It is an absolute shame. Dickheads. Cool. Yeah. I could go on and on about Star Wars. I could go on and on about, like, a lot of things. I don't know. I'm very opinionated and very passionate about a few things.
Going.
They said to retreat. Mother, they died.
He's obviously mad. I don't think you'll get anything more out of him.
It's funny you say that. We almost had a fucking...
No family, or friends, or daughters, or wives are dead.
We almost had a movie, and it was finished, and then they decided to toss it, like, very shortly after it was finished.
What month is it? Are you some enemy of our Illyrians? Please, I feel like I've spent half my life down here. Dead. Then who's ruling? His son, Vaughn. He struck me down, and people were so angry they were thinking of petitioning the king. There have been many... I thank you for...
Yeah, get out of here. Yeah, it was really funny, because everyone learned about that, and literally everyone was like, okay, then what the fuck are we doing here? What is this? Because they also did, like, some type of Looney Tunes movie was also supposed to be happening. And that got cut, like, a month before.
Well,
And then, like, 2 months later, Rooster Teeth got scrapped as well.
I condone you invading my castle and murdering my men. Is he losing faith in the persuasive powers of his land's meat?
Here for Honora.
The traitorous bitch has you under her thumb. You should have left when you had...
I kill this man first. Get fucked.
And I'm off.
Die, bitch.
Make her spit on you. I deserved more.
You sure did. You deserved more pain than what I gave you. You are so right. And fuck off. Rest in piss. Yeah, killing him here is very cathartic when, when you're playing as a human noble character, because he kills your fucking family at the beginning of the game.
Who's there? Stay away.
Thanks, Coffee
You
Bot.
can't do this to me. I'll have you all flayed. I'm the Arl of Denerim.
Arl Urian died at Ostagar.
I'm Vaughan Kendalls, heir to the Arling of Denerim. It's true. Too many of our troops were lost at Ostagar. When the riots started, Howe came with men, or that's what he claimed. As soon as I let him into the palace, he threw me in here. One more victim of the Elven Uprising, he said. Let me out of here. I'll do anything.
And cause the
How
elves
should
to
I know?
rebel.
They're prickly and take offense at anything. It's only their laziness
Ever see
that
Captain
keeps them from
Marvel?
being trouble
I
most
did
of the
not, but I got the gist of it.
Of course. Anything. Just let me out.
We need names, but he's a piece of shit. We'll be fine. And later his body? Nothing.
Andraste. Alstana. No, I don't know you, do I? Are you real?
Yeah. I know everyone was rightfully annoyed at the "you should smile" scene.
Knight Lieutenant of the Denerim Gentry. You aren't one of the Tens men?
He sounds like he's in Lyrium.
Because it's just like, yeah, we know that's happening
He's
in
got
real
all the
life. It's
signs,
fucking...
confusion, weepiness.
It's
Probably
whatever. It's
doesn't even
fine.
know what he's
It's
saying.
good. It's fine.
If the
It just
Grand
feels a little
Cleric
out
knew
of
you
place
were
and
in here,
forced in
she
there is
was
all.
Spitting hot coals. Nobles don't have authority over Templars.
I don't know.
I failed in my duties, Maker. For Alfstana is a far better man than I would have been. The Malefica. He had turned blood, but the Tens men took him from me. Yes. You are real, aren't you? My dream, give this ring. Lady of perpetual sorrows, pray for me.
Okay. Thoughts on Wonder Woman? She's a good character. It's kind of fucked up how she's blamed for how she's used as a scapegoat for, or the catalyst for being the reason Clark falls to being evil in every alternate universe, though. Since she's, like, one of the most resolute fucking people on the team. I haven't seen the movies, though. I don't care to see the live-action DC movies.
Yes.
I could not care less. Superman is very, very good. People just need to stop writing him as like, what if he was bad and evil? Because at this point, we've basically lost sight of what he's supposed to, like, the public eye has basically lost sight of what Superman / Clark Kent are supposed to be. And it's the greatest, one of the greatest character assassinations of our time, I'd say, honestly. Yeah, he is supposed to be the epitome of, like, human kindness, which is supposed to be ironic and yet hilarious that an alien is the most human out of everybody. And That's kind of the point of Superman. Is that it takes like an outlet, like, yeah. Because I've talked about it once before, but my favorite, one of my favorite comics is the Superman Red and Blue comics that are exclusively in using red or blue pen, like ink, for the entirety of coloring. And, which is amazing because, they're so detailed with while having so little color to them. Nice. And they also house one of my absolute favorite mini comics of all time, which is just perfectly sums up, like, everything that is Clark Kent. And it is... Oh yeah, they're not supposed... Yeah, I mean, they used to be logical. It used to just basically be, like, super speed, like, super strength, and, like, shit like that. He used to not even be able to fly. In the original iterations of him, he wasn't able to fly. Like, he was just able to, like, leap over tall buildings in a single run. That was one of his original things. But then he got the ability to fly, and then he got the heat vision, and then he got the cold breath, and then he got, like... Yeah. But yeah. But, so, like... Yeah, my favorite comic, my favorite mini-comic is Clark being raised by Jonathan Kent from a young age. And each panel... It's multiple panels. And each panel has one text box through all of it. Except for the very beginning when he is a baby. Because Jonathan Kent looks down to him and says, as he is holding him as an infant, fuck. Hang on, I need to look it up again. Sorry, need to look this up. So, no. Yeah, all of it is one comic panel, and it is Clark as a baby, and Jonathan is helping him walk. It starts with that, and it is Jonathan saying, "I love you," to Clark. Clark as a young child, him saying, "I'm proud of you," while he works with him on the farm. Him telling Clark, "You are special," in the third panel while they're working on the car. And then back to him saying, "I love you," as he's sending him off to school for the first time. Saying, "I'm proud of you," when he's a young boy at the dinner table. "You are special," as they sit together under the night sky while he's feeling vulnerable and afraid of being different. Him saying, "I love you," as he sees Clark use his powers for the first time. And then two panels of him not doing anything. Fuck it, I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show the panels. I know I'm supposed to be playing Origins, but nah. I'm gonna show why I love my boy Superman. I'm gonna show why I love my boy Clark Kent. Oh, pardon me. Okay. Let me pull up. That's not the right tab. Here. Pull up window capture. New source. Okay. So this comic right here. Like, look at this. Black and white with only little bits of red. And it's so simplistic, but every fucking panel is just a story in and of itself. Like, these are such beautiful moments of his life. And then there's the last bit of that. Oh, there's supposed to be more. There's supposed to be more. Where's the rest? Here it is. All right, cool. Perfect. So yeah, it starts with him asking what he should do. And obviously he's just like, just treat him as your fucking kid. And so he does. And it's so beautiful in how minimalistic it is. And then it cuts to him being Superman. And now it is blue and red. And it is him spreading the simple but heartfelt lesson that his father taught him as he saves lives, as he goes and comforts people, as he shows the people that he's one of them. And then my favorite fucking image. Look at this. Look at how fucking amazing this is. This is Superman. This is fucking Superman. Not fucking beat the shit out of everyone because Zack Snyder thinks it's hilarious. Not, I'm gonna kill everyone because my wife got killed by a clown that caused me to kill her. No. This is Superman. And yeah, Superman does kill. He's killed in the past. That's the funny thing that people forget. He's killed in the past. He doesn't do it very often. Not at all. Not at all very often. But he does it. And people fucking forget that. But he doesn't if he doesn't have to. Because he sees the best of fucking humanity. He sees the absolute best in everyone, even if they can't see it themselves. And that is fucking Superman. An alien who is more human than anyone on Earth. I fucking love Superman. And it took me years to love Superman as much as I do now. Because I didn't because back in the day I was just like, oh, he's just a stupid fucking Boy Scout. He's a fucking loser. He's just like a nothing. He's a Mary Sue. No. He is the best. Well, see, that's the thing. Batman's really the only one who doesn't kill. Go through a bunch of the comics. Like, Barry has had to kill people, if I'm not mistaken. He tries not to, because he knows, like, a lot of the people that he's fighting, he's realizing, oh, these guys are just fucking rough. These guys are acting out because of, like, how society has fucked with them, so I'm gonna try and rehabilitate them, because he sees that he can. And sometimes you get a Plastic Man out of that, because Plastic Man used to be a fucking murderer. He used to be a villain, he used to be a thief, he used to be a robber. And it took him like 5 different times before he's like, oh, I'm gonna turn my life around and be a superhero now. And so he is. Superheroes kill people. It's just Batman, because Batman knows he will snap if he does. Because he has such a fragile mental state. And understands that, like, he is a trained killer. He is one of the wielders. He is, like, a practicer of one of the most deadly martial arts known to man. But he also wants to help people get better. He actively tries to fix Freeze. He tries. He knows it's hard, like, almost impossible to fix Joker, but he still tries. That's why he's not fucking dead. Penguin's just fucking an asshole and just deserves to be in prison. Harley is misguided and a victim of Stockholm Syndrome. Thankfully not anymore, because now she's actually out of that and in a proper fucking healthy relationship with Poison Ivy. Which also, Poison Ivy also just needed to learn that her humanity isn't that bad. And guess what? She did with Harley. Two-Face is fucked up because of, like, chemical burns and just society turning their back on him. He's got like, BPD, if I'm not mistaken. And Selina, she struggles with fucking, like... Selina is an anti-hero. She's not a, like, villain. She hasn't been a villain in a long time. A very long time. She's a thief, which, whatever. But, like, she's not a killer. And more often than not, she's helping the good guys. Nowadays. Like, she is almost always depicted as being a good person now. That's a broad diagnosis to give to someone who just has, at best, kleptomania. She's playing into a bit. They all are. Some just become their bits until someone snaps them out of it. Selina just plays into a bit to get away with it. And just has fun with it. It's a game. It's not an actual, like, personality to her. It's just a fun little thing to get away with and have fun with life. Yeah. But, like, I don't know. It's... superheroes are complicated. Because we can't accurately understand those moral ethos. We can study and look through at like hundreds of comics and like hundreds of panels and situations where they're just aren't you a little short for a guard?
I look more the part than you do. We must go quickly and avoid notice.
Speaking of Star Wars,
I'll be killed. And my people will insist on escorting me back to the palace, where my father may also have me killed.
but yeah, you can look through hundreds of panels, hundreds of comics, hundreds of everything. Yeah, and she cares about him and knows that, like, when he comes around and it's just like, hey, stop that, she's like, ah, fine, whatever. And, like, if he comes around and is like, I need your help, she's almost always like, alright, what do you need? But yeah, like, but yeah, you can look through hundreds of books, hundreds of comics, hundreds of whatever, and, like, being in that situation with enough power so that the world, as Superman put it, as if the world felt like you're walking through cardboard, or walking around a world of cardboard. Until someone is able to be in that position, we can't understand that ethics. Like, from a personal perspective, it's always just outside perspective moralism. I mean, we can equate that to, like, the atom bomb and shit like that. But for the most part, the average person isn't going to know what it's like to have that power.
I'm placing you under arrest for the murder of Rendon Howe and his men-at-arms. Surrender, and you may be shown mercy.
I'm here to free her, who was held captive.
The Queen isn't being held prisoner here or anywhere else. Her father would never stand for such a thing.
You know that for certain?
You, some of us know what honor and loyalty are. I have no doubts about Logain. Bring them down! Logain wants the Warden, dead or alive.
Wolverine does team up with the Avengers on occasion. Is the issue with that. Put a life ward on my... I'm gonna heal. And then I'm gonna heal him. Jesus H. Christ. Well... Oh, he is fucked up, that's why. Well, yeah, because you can't really equate... See, that's the problem with basing a lot of things off of the movies. We don't have an accurate description or depiction of anything of a lot of characters because we don't have a lot of characters who should be present and were present in things like the comics and such because of stupid copyright bullshit. And therein lies an issue with a lot of things. Because I can say confidently from the comic perspective, this perspective that came before a lot, that he has worked with them, but then Yeah, they haven't been together in any modern media that a lot of the common, like, people will... Because not a lot of people are going to be reading comic books nowadays. There's so much. There's so much. There's so much discussion. If we had, in a perfect world, we would have had a far larger, crew for Endgame. We would have had, all of those faceless people would have been filled with actual heroes from comics, etc. In a perfect world. However, we live in a world where copyright bullshit gets in the way, and even though they are technically a part of the same company, certain branches will not give a single leaf to another branch, as it were. Motherfucker. And Alistair's dead. Fucking beautiful. Love it. Venom has killed a lot of people. Catwoman has not killed a person. Venom has eaten many. Toggle God mode. Heal and kill. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like we would have gotten such a far better... That's honestly why I really want a reboot of shit. Because I feel like so much better could be done nowadays. Like, with the right amount of people doing the right amount of things, a reboot wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility for being good. But I also think that it might be too late. I don't know. As I have said before, I do not give a shit about cheating. Stop. Jesus. The fuck do you mean? I'm using console commands. Motherfuck! Stop interrupting my goddamn spells. Yeah, this is a bullshit room. This is an absolute bullshit room that locks you into a section that takes a fat minute, and I do not care for it. I'm just gonna be entirely honest. The only reason I'm doing that is because I don't want to do the whole jail section. It's fun the first, like, couple times. I have completed this game, like, 10. Not even just 10. I've completed this game almost like 20 times, and I'm done with the jail section. I do not care for it. I do not care.
Going.
Either way, she ends up dead. Either here or at the Landsmeet. It doesn't matter. I know I'm missing a little bit of XP, like a bit of XP by not doing the jail route. I don't care. I could not care less. Alright. Yeah. But yeah. Ah.
Maker's breath. It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
Sir Catherine's death is a waste, truly. But I suppose it could not be helped.
Switch. Oh, that's cool.
I was uncertain you would respond as you did, considering the consequences. I am glad you did. Thank you. Now, however, he saw me as a threat.
Oh, my apologies.
Yet even now,
Sorry.
I'm certain he will be
Story.
telling the nobles you are dangerous murderers that have kidnapped and mind-controlled me. He may even believe it. I thought so. I'd hoped so. Howe's influence was strong. His death can only be a good thing.
Yeah.
But even that will not be enough. I know my father, and he is committed to his course.
Nice.
He will see this through, no matter what. You will need ammunition come the Landsmeet, and I can help you in that regard. You have only just arrived in the city, so perhaps you are unaware of some recent events. Denerim has been in turmoil since Ostagar. Many people here are angry or grieving. Strangely, the unrest is worst in the alienage. Few elves accompanied the army. They should have little reason to be upset, which means that Howe and my father must have given them reason. I don't know what is happening there, but I am certain my father has his hands in it.
A useful lead, Honora, but you could have sent this information with your maid.
That is true. I feared for my safety as Howe's prisoner. But to tell the truth, I sent Elena to you because I hoped we might join forces. You need that evidence for the Landsmeet. But you also need a stronger candidate for the throne. You need me.
Sounds like you need us.
I have no doubt Alistair is biddable enough. And decent. But even with his blood, he is no king. You think only I can see it?
Yeah, probably.
Not only that, Alistair is a Grey Warden. It will look like you are trying to put a Grey Warden on the throne, despite your claims. I am a neutral party, and I am already queen.
Honora, you are indeed Kaelin's widow, but...
I am the daughter of Ferelden's greatest general. Who do you think truly ruled this nation for the last 5 years? Kalen. I am what this country needs, not an untrained king who does not even want the throne. I can help you stop my father. Consider what I have said. For now, I think I will retire to my room. Warden, when you have a moment, I ask that you speak to me in private.
Well, she's quite spirited. I remember when Loghain first brought her to Denerim. Poor Galen was a good boy, but Honora was always 2 steps ahead. Had him jumping when she snapped since the first time she batted her eyelashes. I cannot help thinking she may be trouble, but we should keep her close, all the same. This is an alliance of convenience. For the moment, we are united against Loghain. Be careful how much trust you place in her. I do not for a moment think Honora means to give up her power easily. Still, I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively working for Loghain.
Damn.
Honora was a capable administrator for Kalen's lands, but she has not a drop of royal blood. We did not fight the Orlesians all those years just to lose our royal line in a single generation. Not when there's a surviving son of the blood.
Yeah.
Thanks. I am right here, you know.
His
Yeah,
mother
I
was
know.
a maid. His father was Merrick Theron, for whom we all risked our lives to win back the throne. I only wish Merrick had taken more time to instruct the lad in the politics of ruling. I did my best, but we all hoped Kalen and Honora would secure the succession. Ferelden was first united by Calenhad, the Silver Knight. For 400 years, his descendants have ruled Ferelden. That was the heritage we preserved from the Orlesians. And it is the heritage I will fight for as long as one of Calenhad's descendants still lives. Without that to unite us, we could scatter back to warring Ternians.
No, I don't, which I've told both of you on many occasions. If Honora's turned against Loghain, I say let her keep the crown. It looks better on her anyway.
You're both wrong. With a few months of experience, Alistair will make a fine king. He knows how to lead troops to defend his land. He knows how to stand and fight for justice. He knows how to show compassion to those less fortunate, and how to trust to the Maker's guidance to know right from wrong. And he knows who to turn to for aid, should that training fail him. He will be fine.
Are you serious? No, never mind. I don't even want to hear the rest of this. You two just
all right, take care, Bronco.
About me. I'm gonna stand over here with my fingers in my ears.
That would certainly solve a lot of problems, and put forth the strongest argument before the Landsmeet to remove Loghain from power. With Theron blood on the throne, and Honora's wisdom and popularity, Ferelden could present the most united front against the Blight. Unfortunately, the marriage would never happen unless they both agreed to it. And I've seen the way Alistair looks at you. We certainly have a great deal to plan. Maker knows what that man is capable of now.
All right.
Of course, if I might make a suggestion, go speak with Honora. She will either be a powerful ally or a powerful enemy, and the sooner we know which she is, the better.
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Ask away.
I guess.
I'm glad you made it safely away.
Ah, he has his head back.
I hear Howe's death has already brought no small amount of cheer to the city.
Huzzah.
It's located just off the Market District in the northern alley past the Nord Noble Tavern. I'll sketch out the code which will let you pass the lock wheel. Inside you can take your pick of whatever equipment remains. It is the stockpile the Wardens have kept for centuries for the defense of Denerim. We went through our joining together, more years ago than I like to remember. He was exactly the same back then, Tough as stone and just as grizzled. I think he understood sooner than the rest of us how ugly a choice it is to let the few be sacrificed to protect the many. Always left himself a soft spot for his recruits, though. Only where he ever let himself down. When I'm well enough, I'm going to continue my journey toward Ostagar. Hopefully I'll be able to trace the heart of the Blight and where the Archdemon itself abides. If we want to defeat this Archdemon, we need to know where it is and how soon it might strike. If there were more of us, I would agree. But as it is, I don't think we can deprive all the armies you've gathered of a commander.
Okay.
Good luck to you.
Grey Wardens are cool. That's why I put that in my name. Warden Commander.
My lady, she will be forever grateful.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne. That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
Why not simply marry Alistair, the best of both worlds?
Ignoring that the man looks so much like Kaelin, my recently dead husband, if you'll recall, my main fear is that he might govern like Kaelin as well. And are you so truly eager to pawn the lad off on me anyway? I rather got the sense that you two might be.
Never heard of a political marriage.
That is how my own marriage to Kaelin began. It still became more, in time. This doesn't bother you?
Nope.
I see. So be it then. Alistair does have Therin blood. It is the one thing I do not have, truth be told. A union might be considered a compromise, but is this something Alistair even desires?
I could convince him.
Let me say this. If Alistair is willing to stand back and allow me to continue governing the nation, then I would be willing to have him as my king. It is my understanding that governing does not appeal to him anyhow. If that is so, this is a compromise I can live with.
I will speak to him.
Do so. I will be interested to hear what he has to say.
So there's no right answer to this, because in one hand, if you do support if you do push Alistair onto the throne, that is continuing monarchy, which it's not always the best option. Sometimes it's fine, sometimes it's decent, but like a lot of cases in historical past, that's like doesn't really work out in the end. But on the other hand, Honora is clearly cunning and knows how to get what she wants. And while she doesn't seem evil at all, that doesn't mean she's going to be benefiting people aside from her. In a best case scenario, she becomes the best ruler that the country has ever had. Wise, good, and compassionate to all in her place, and has good relations with the people around her. Worst case scenario, make Ferelden great again. She doesn't show worst case scenario symptoms like her father, because Loghain is 100% make Ferelden great again. But like, Oh, sometimes solo governance can be a slippery slope. Genetics should not signify who a leader should be. At all. That's clearly a mistake, as history has shown us many times. But, like, I don't know. There's no immediately correct answer. Alistair's a very good man, but he could be a shit king. As we don't know how his governing style is. Ooh, pardon me. As we have seen, well, as I know from the next 2 games, we don't know exactly the impact that Alistair's rule has had on Ferelden. We don't know how he is solo. We don't know how he is, like... We don't know the specifics of how his rule turns out, so there's no, like, yeah.
So I'm guessing someone told Honora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. Did anyone mention this wasn't my idea? I think she's a great queen. As far as I'm concerned, she's welcome to it.
You still don't want to be king?
I'm not a political man. I like being a warden. There's real evil out there, and it's something we can fight. It's something we can defeat. Making laws, settling disputes, that's not me. I wouldn't have the first idea how to do it. What do you think I should do? Go ahead and be king, just to let it happen?
You should marry Nora.
Marry her? As in marriage, as in be her husband? You've spoken to her about this? You did, didn't you? Why would you do that? What about us?
It was a political arrangement.
I understand, and I still don't care. I don't want anyone else, even just for show.
It's about more.
I can't turn left without someone telling me something like that today. Why do you think I should do this then? Tell me.
Was the best compromise. She can rule while you lead.
I suppose. I don't know how much of a leader I am, but at least I know she's a good ruler. Go ahead then. Tell her I'll do it if it comes to that. Excuse me while I go have a small heart attack somewhere. No big deal, right?
Yeah, as if you saw my previous videos, I tried to cut off the relationship, but something about the multiple romance mod does not make it work, so...
Well...
And I didn't want to risk the others.
Have you spoken to my lucky betrothed yet? Or will we be reduced to passing notes? He has? I wasn't expecting that, to tell you.
Yeah, I tried to cut off the relationship, but...
brother.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose stranger things have happened. If it will truly help matters... And what of you, Warden? What will become of you once I am married?
I'm not part of this.
Aren't you? I disagree. Kalen had his women. He was thoughtful enough to keep them discreet. But I always knew. Am I to have yet another husband whose eyes lie elsewhere? If so, I would appreciate knowing now. I wish to enter this with my eyes open, Warden. Is that so difficult to understand?
Sure.
I see. Then all I wish is that you two do not embarrass me. That is, I think, not unfair to ask. Is this it, then? I agree to marry Alistair, to retain my throne, and in exchange I give you my support. If not, then tell me now.
Yeah, do it.
So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now I suppose comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small
God,
feat,
it's so
of course,
weird.
but I am certain you already know this.
The eye
I
texture
imagine
is
you have
being
much to
fucked.
do. Is there anything else you needed from me?
I've tried to fix it, but it's not.
No. And while I know your concern is hardly disinterested, still, thank you.
Alright, cool. Political marriage set up. It's not the best, but, you know, it's how it is. That's just how it be. Fucking hate politics. Oh, oh.
Indeed.
Might as well.
Yes.
Might as well keep Alistair around. God, was the last time I streamed before I came out as non-binary? Eh. It was definitely before I extended my name by double. I've done the incredible non-binary thing of incorporating a phrase into my name and not just names. The ashen lands along the prismatic, below the prismatic skies. Or ash, or prism. For short. Yes. To the alienage! Wait! Fuck! I need to go back. I forgot about the warden cache. I need to go get the cache. Cache! I swear to God, we're gonna get the last two fucking acts, or not acts, sagas of Epic the Musical before this year ends, and Jorge, When I Get You. To me, when I get you, Jorge. Ah. God, I love the Wisdom Saga so much. God, it hasn't left my mind. I can't stop humming along, singing it. So good. Ah, if I had a better singing voice, I would 100% be making covers of epic songs. You could bet your ass that I would be. I wanna be legendary. What's going on here? What's happening? Ah. And this is going to drop. Ah, only Alistair got left out. Get in here. Kill them. Years. I still have that. God, it's like I think it was the Dubois podcast. Yeah, it's like what they said. This man's running up a gas bill like he lives here.
Yes.
I'm on a diet, but this man just keeps cooking. Jorge's too fucking good. Like, Epic handily overtook Hamilton as my favorite. Like, handily. And it's not even fully finished. However, I have listened to all of the snippets that are out. I was listening to all the snippets even before Ocean Saga was released. I knew a lot of the stuff going into the Ocean Saga. And beyond. And fucking what's coming next is these last 3 sagas are coming out in like the rank of how excited I am for them, from least to most. Like Wisdom Saga, I was excited but not over the moon for. I was just like, yeah, this will be fun. This will be good. There's gonna be some good stuff in here. Vengeance Saga, I'm like, ooh, there's gonna be some good stuff. And Ithaca Saga, I am shaking. Duncan Shield. And Ithaca Saga, I want to like. I'm the monkey slamming against the door. Let me in. Let me in. The fucking monkey like climbing up on the grated door and just going like fucking ham trying to like open it or shaking against it. I'm otherwise like other analogy, I am Eric Andre screaming let me in as I yank against the gate. I need it. I need it. I need it. I want it and I need it. I need it. It's so good. So fucking good. So fucking good. So fucking good. Gah. How? How does he cook so well? How does Jorge know how to perfectly season every single fucking song that he makes? How? How does he do this? It's impossible. The man is insane. The man is non-stop. It's non-stop. I'll take House Shield. Sure. Bear.
Oh, this shield. It's Duncan's, isn't it?
Yer.
That's his crest.
Said you wanted something to remember him by.
I did. I really did. I just never expected. Thank you. Truly, I had no idea his shield wasn't with him. This is perfect. I don't know how to express my gratitude. This means a great deal to me.
I thought it might.
I'll treasure this. Thank you.
And just like that, I make back almost everything I lost. Ooh, nice. What was the one that he gave up? Because I might take that. Jesus! That is a 3.15 armor. 1.5 damage, 6 defense, 6 fatigue, but... Damn. Fucking nice. Oh, it's just as good as House Shield. Fair. But the stats are better. Willpower, defense, stamina. Sure. Sounds good. Oh, how about your weapon? You good? Got Blight Blood. Thanks, Coffee Bot. Okay, cool. Alright. Ooh. Am I actually 3 hours? I think I'm good to call it. Okay. Well, I'll head into the alienage. And we're gonna call it for the night. And I will be back tomorrow. That's right, you heard me. Tomorrow. And the next day. I'm gonna be streaming every day while I'm looking for a job. I think I might do Kingdom Hearts tomorrow. And then I'll probably do a surprise game on Tuesday. Alright. Save there. How many saves do I have? That's not bad. Thought it would be worse. Alright, well. GG's. Thank you all for whoever stopped by. Sorry about my, fucking EA. Sorry about my ranting about Star Wars and superheroes and shit, and the little bit I had about fucking Superman. I'm very passionate and autistic. It will happen again. It will happen again. I cannot say that it won't. So, my neck do the thing. Stop it. Stop. 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 Anyways, thank you all for whoever stops by. Thank you all for whoever watches. And I will upload this as soon as I can. Later.